Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing another Q&A for today. In this one, we're going to focus on the man himself, the man of the hour, Negan. Oh man, so much fun. So got a lot of questions. Thank you guys for continuing to send me all of your different questions, and we'll be doing a few Q&As for the next few days because there's just so much to discuss. So in this one, I'm going to call this one "Please Don't Kill Negan" because it's so weird the way the series has gone with The Walking Dead up until the point when they reach Alexandria and that and before and everything. I thought I liked the governor. I thought there was other villain type characters that were really good villains, and then we meet Negan, and just with the promos for the TV series and his recent stint in the comic book series, kind of smoking Beta a little bit. Beta's not dead, don't worry. It's still, the battle's ongoing. The Whisper War is ongoing. But in this one, man, I just want to say I really do not want to see Kirkman kill Negan. The question was from DJ Suddy1. He says, "Hey Trev, when do you think eventually Negan will be killed off, or who do you think will eventually kill Negan? Comic book series and TV series." So my response to you, DJ Suddy, is I hope that Negan never dies in the series, ever. If he's killed off, I hope it's at the end of the series, because I've always been a big fan of Dragon Ball, and I like to, sometimes I like to put things in Dragon Ball terms. If this was Dragon Ball, Rick would be our Goku, and Negan would be our Vegeta, and you never want to see Vegeta get killed off permanently. I mean, if you look at the Walking Dead comic book series and the TV series so far, you have villains like the Governor, who was a great villain, and at that time I thought he was going to be the series villain. And then I was really shocked and surprised when, of course, spoiler warning, the Governor got killed off, of both. And for Negan, it's okay, is Negan like another governor, or is that what we're seeing here? And I feel like no. I feel like Negan has more to that than the story, and for the story, and I feel like Negan really is a character that's so much fun to read and watch that if they kill him off anytime soon, be it in the TV series, because they sometimes remix things and go different routes in the TV series, we have no guarantee that Jeffrey Dean Morgan has signed on for, 5-6 seasons or something. We don't know. There's a lot of unknowns there with the TV series version. But even with the comic book series version, I'm reading the Whisperer War, right, of course, with you guys, and we're doing the reviews for Whisperer War and everything, and it's just so much fun because you have Negan in the mix, and you never know what he's going to do. And that it being so unpredictable and having no idea where he's going to go, what he's going to do, it's really fun, and it's made the Whisperer War for me, even though it's only two issues in out of 6, so we still have 4 issues left until the end of this arc, maybe the best arc of The Walking Dead ever, and at least, and that's after two issues in. We're not even halfway through the story arc yet, and so for me, I hope he doesn't kill Negan, and if he does, I hope it's when it's near the end of the series, if Kirkman does 300 issues and it's okay, maybe it's time to wrap it up. Same with Invincible. He's wrapping up Invincible this year. So he's okay, I guess we'll wrap up Invincible because, interest isn't there and Audie wants to do other stuff. And so with The Walking Dead, I hope it's the same deal. I hope Negan is alive to entertain us, to be fun with us until near the end. And then if Rick kills him in the end because he does some kind of crazy nonsense and Rick's this is just, oh man, I should have never let this guy live at all. I'm going to kill him permanently. That'd be it. Then maybe at the end you could have Rick kill Negan. But I'm almost thinking they might become best buds, like Goku and Vegeta. There's the image of them and they're fist bumping and stuff. And when they hated each other at the beginning of the series in the Saiyan Saga, they wanted to kill each other. I'm hoping, that's my fanboy dream for this one, that Negan and Rick become, besties, just like Rick and Daryl in the TV series. Next question is from Steve. He says, "I love Negan, but he is everywhere on promotion for season 7, and he's only been in 10 minutes of the show." Emoticon with crying laughs. That was from Steve. Are you complaining, Steve? You better not be complaining. That's the way it should be, man. It's Negan. What do you want? Of course he should be everywhere. Of course he should be all over the stuff. He's Negan. Of course you should even see his back in the intro when it says Walking Dead. He's got Lucille and everything. He's the best character maybe Kirkman has ever made. Or at least, if Rick is the best character ever, Negan is top 5 for sure. I mean, even comparing to Invincible and Outcast and all the other stuff he's done, I think Negan is the most fun character he's ever made. Maybe Rick is everybody's favorite, but Negan has got to be up there. You guys who watch the TV series only, you'll see. Just brace yourselves. You'll see. It's gonna be a lot of fun. The series, I think, is going to get even better. And because if you read the comic book series, it just gets even better after Negan arrives too. So yeah, man, it's just going to get better and better, I think. Next one's from Alyx Elibrahim, and he says, Trev, what are your thoughts on The Walking Dead filming every Negan scene twice, one for TV and the other for the uncensored Blu-ray? Would love to hear your thoughts, man. I would love to see them film every single scene twice. Do I think it's a bit much to ask? Yeah, I think it's a bit much to ask, because then you're asking JDM to literally do his job twice, right? He has to get the one take right. And if any of you guys have done acting, I don't really do acting. I just mess around with webcam and new stuff. But even that is hard. Like, acting is not to be underestimated, because they have to get their take perfect. I mean, movies like Heat, if you've seen Heat, that's a kind of a legendary movie. You had De Niro and Pacino in the same movie, and they meet each other for the first time on screen. He would talk about Michael Mann, Pacino talking about Michael Mann, and how they would do every one they did like 8 takes for, something like that, like 8 takes. So every single scene they would have to do it like 8 times over, until they got like even a few versions of it perfect. And then the director, he would pick out one and be like, okay, that's the one to use. So what you would be asking is, if they were to do every single one twice, JDM would have to do the scene at least probably 8 takes or something like that, or at least 5 takes. To get it right twice, one with swearing, one without, and get it right each time. So that's tough. You could even have some tougher scenes maybe where he might have to do like 10 takes or something. So that's a bit much to ask, but I'd love to see it, but I don't want it to burn out JDM, too quickly or anything. I'd like to see him on the show. If the show gets into the teens in terms of seasons, I'd like to see Negan still around. But we'll see. You never know for sure what direction they're going to go. And of course, he's got tons of stuff he's worked on over his career. We don't know if JDM is going to want to do Walking Dead and be committed to that. We don't know how that arrangement or contract went with AMC. Maybe how many seasons he signed on for or anything. We really don't know. We'll do a couple more. This one's from Fly.From The.Inside. Q&A. Who do you think should be the one who kills Negan? Rick, Carl, Maggie, the Whisperers, or someone even more sinister like some new villain who would kill Negan to give everyone, saviors, survivors, whisperers, something to really fear? So you're talking about like escalation, like elevating the game. Like someone comes in, they kill Negan just like Negan came in and killed whichever character he's going to kill. In the TV series, and then the comics, of course, as we all know, it was Glenn. So, who do I think should kill him? I think if someone kills him, you could make a case for you're right. I think Fly from the Inside. You can make a case for any of them. Rick, because of course he's had this long-going rivalry with Negan in the comics. You have Carl, who actually for Carl, I feel like Carl likes Negan. Carl and Negan in the comic book series, they have this weird but yet cool kind of relationship. So I wouldn't like to see Carl kill Negan, unless Negan kills Rick or something, which I don't see happening either. Maybe Maggie, because of course in the comic book series, what happened, I could see. So if I have to pick, I go with either Maggie or Rick, one of the two. But I wouldn't like to see Carl kill him. And last one will be from Bailey Stimson, and he or she says, Trev, do you ever want to see a flashback of the governor again or a mention in The Walking Dead? So my answer to you is simply no. I don't want to see. People have also brought up ideas of maybe flashbacks of Shane and stuff like that. It's too far gone now for sure, guys. I mean, that's like the early days of Walking Dead. That's like we're into a totally new type of phase for Walking Dead right now. We're into like the larger world type of time range, and you can split up the series if you want into kind of larger arcs. If you look at like the beginning and surviving, and then you look at like the prison and the governor and that, then you look at post-governor and that, and Alexandria starting, and now we're getting into a larger world with the story becoming a lot more diverse, bigger environments, and Negan the saviors and all kinds of awesomeness. So no, I at this point, I don't think it makes any sense to do any flashbacks of anything from the prior stuff until maybe the day when the series eventually ends, if we're to see Rick be killed off or something in the end and go into some kind of dream sequence or hallucinatory state, maybe Laurie and Shane embracing him or something like that, or Laurie embracing. I don't know, but even that, you could even argue that doesn't make sense because Michonne is probably a much better wife to him than Laurie was for sure, right? Or at least right now they're just boyfriend and girlfriend. We'll see if they get married or whatever happens with that, but even that might not make sense. So no, I think all that stuff is gone, and we should just let it let it be done, let it be gone. That's it for today's Q&A, guys. If you liked it, please don't forget. Always, guys, appreciate it. I've been loving how you guys have been thumbing it up lately. Please keep on doing so. You can also share through to Facebook, and you can subscribe at the bottom left. That's it for this video today. I'll see you guys again tomorrow for another. As always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See ya.
You better subscribe.